Dan Harvey owns a small craft brewery in Chelmsford. He sources some of his hops from Belgium, but tariffs are the last thing on his mind. He's worried that the rise in national insurance contributions, which come into force today, and the increase in the national minimum wage will brew trouble for his business.
A lot of breweries you see across the nation are closing down, a lot of small bars across the nation are closing down as well. And for us to swallow all of these costs at once, it's kind of impossible, really. We kind of got our hands tied in terms of what we do.
The Prime Minister is facing pressure from both home and abroad now. The government's decision to increase national insurance contributions for employers is proving unpopular among British businesses.
The United Kingdom 10%, and we'll go 10%. So we'll do the same thing.
And combined with Donald Trump's tariffs, Sir Keir Starmer has hinted that the government will announce in the next few days ways that they'll try to ease the pain.
We need to go further and faster in supporting British industry and the British economy, and he'll be saying more about that this week. But I think it's clear that over the last week and the last few months in government, whether it's the Prime Minister, the Chancellor, the Business Secretary, the whole of government, we've been engaging closely with businesses to make sure that we can understand what we can do to support them and support British industry and British jobs.
America doesn't produce its own salmon.
But businesses will need convincing. H. Foreman and Sons have been curing and smoking fish in London's East End since 1905. They export to the US, and here their costs will rise because of national insurance.
There's a lot going on at the minute, isn't there? What with national insurance contributions increasing, national minimum wage, and now tariffs on top of that. I just wonder how you feel about the government saying that next week they'll start mentioning how they might help businesses ease the pain, when a lot of these decisions were government decisions in the first place.
To be honest, I don't trust what they're saying. I just don't think they have any real understanding of the impact of their decisions on businesses, and particularly small businesses like my own. That, there's very little commercial experience in the government benches.
The Prime Minister has been on the phone all weekend to global leaders, figuring out a response to tariffs. EU trade ministers will meet tomorrow.
It's really devastating. I think it's the biggest assault we have seen since the end of the Second World War on global trade. We are prepared to retaliate, and the European Union is a market of 450 million people. It's the biggest place of investment of the United States. The trade relation is the biggest in the world, so we have a lot to bring to the table. And as I said, we want to avoid, as the UK and any other country around the world, we want to avoid this trade war.
Businesses are facing uncertain, unpredictable times. And for the Prime Minister, the stakes are high. Nick Martin, Sky News.